Earlier this week, a major distraction off the field left Dade County football players wondering if they were going to play in Week 5. It's a story that unfolded in Dade County this past Thursday and is an issue statewide moving forward. The officials opted for a work stoppage with the hopes of getting a deal in place by Friday. The issues vary county to county. In Broward, it comes down to about $10 more a game. In Dade, the hiccup was over travel pay. Forbes magazine reported in August that Florida high school football officials make 35 to 40% less than their peers in Georgia and Alabama. So remember that the next time you yell at the officials. To get to the bottom of this, we are bringing in Eric Esteban. He wears a lot of hats for us here at Fox Sports Florida, including hosting our recruiting segments, which we're going to roll out over the next few weeks.
That is what you call a tease, and Eric is what you call well-connected. He's a guy who always has a guy. Eric, what's up?
Thank you, Kaylee. Now, with me here today to talk a little bit more about what's going on is a man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him an introduction anyways. You're at a high school football game. You hear the fans chanting blue. It's none other than for Larry Blustein, the man, the myth, the legend. It is an honor to have you here with us tonight under the lights.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you for coming. Now, tell us a little bit, break down for us what's going on here today.
Well, first of all, as you mentioned, when we woke up this morning, the Miami Herald reported there wasn't going to be any football because all of a sudden here in Week 5, you begin to think, what's going on? This is great leverage time for them to prove a point, which I'm totally against. I went on social media and conveyed that because I'm just not a believer you use the kids as any pawns, and that's what they did. And unfortunately, this thing has gone on for 40 years. They don't work things out. They don't get the pay scale going. They don't look into the future. And for me, it's really frustrating because it takes the momentum away. 2 weeks ago, we had the hurricanes, as you mentioned. Then last week with the bad weather, and it interrupted, and we're dropping games, and you just can't do that. And what you're doing, Eric, is you're pawning the kids. And you know, on an adult issue, that should have been taken care of way before the season started.
Consistency is key. We want to be fair to these kids. We want to be fair to the fans of the program. Again, this is an issue that might be ongoing. We're going to keep an eye on it and see how it goes. I want to thank Larry for coming with us here under the lights. Be sure to stay tuned for more. Kaylee, David, we throw it back to you.
So the refs heard the chant, let them play, and they agreed to a deal for the rest of the season.